Hello and welcome to the HETV Game of the Week. My name is Drew Howard, and with me as always is Bruce Anderson. This week we're at Fremd High School where the 12-3 Fremd Vikings host the 12-5 Schaumburg Saxons. Tonight's for first place in the conference as Fremd comes in with a perfect 4-0 record against the challenger Schaumburg, whose lone conference loss came on a last-second shot against Barrington to bring them to only 3-1. Both teams are returning this week to conference play following the holiday break and non-conference holiday tournaments that they both played in. This is a matchup with the top two teams in the MSL West, and tonight's winner will have a big advantage coming into the title game. We've got an exciting matchup between the reigning conference gold standard in Fremd and the up-and-coming Saxons, who boast their best team in years. Fremd enters tonight coming off a big bounce-back win over crossover opponent Elk Grove on Tuesday. Before that game, they had a successful wheeling tournament where they saw Coach Wodlowski get his 300th win before losing in the championship to undefeated Geneva. It was a great test for the Fremd Vikings, but now they're primed for the remainder of their conference schedule. Schaumburg's looking to get back on track tonight after a tough crossover loss at Buffalo Grove this week. The Saxons are coming off a 3-1 showing at the Jack Toss tournament out at York over the holidays with a nice wins over TF South and Hinsdale South. They now are set their eyes on the rest of the MSL West in hopes of their first conference championship in years. Stay tuned for what should be a great game here tonight at Fremd High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Outstanding job. Fremd has some talent. And now, please join us as we introduce tonight's players. From Schaumburg, number 11, the senior, Mike Hodges. From Schaumburg, number 15, the junior, Jared Shue. In tonight's basketball game, Fremd will be coached by Bob Witlowski and Schaumburg will be coached by Wade Heisler.
Okay, getting ready to start the game here at Fremd High School. Tip-off just moments away.
Yeah, big one tonight. Top two teams in the conference getting ready to tip off here at Fremd. Controlled by Schaumburg, and they'll bring it up to start. So this one's been circled on both teams' calendars probably from the start of the season. You have Fremd. It's really been the gold standard the last couple of years, playing the upstart Saxons with a great team this year. And Chris Hodges with a nice putback on his own miss. Start the scoring off for Schaumburg.
You gotta love it when you can get your own rebound.
3 off the mark. Scrambled, brought back down by Fremd, and they'll start back up. So Bryce Hopkins, one of the stars of this Fremd team, will set it back up. Fremd, a team that likes to have a lot of ball control. They play the clock really well. Look for good shots. It's a disciplined team. Here off to no rush. As they look for the right opportunity to get it down low.
They're also known for their stifling defense.
As you'll see here, Schaumburg so far coming out with nice pace defensively. Slowing this game up. It's tough to drive on Schaumburg, as you see there. Comes down with the rebound and they'll push the other way. Trotter brings it over to Mike Hodges, Chris's brother, who will take it here. One of the better scorers on the team, Mike. He'll bring it over to Trotter, another one of the two sports stars of Schaumburg Bows. Mike brings it in. That's Mike Hodges for 2. The Hodges brothers lead the way for scoring here for Schaumburg, who take a 4-0 lead 2 minutes into this game. That shot off the mark. Good rebound attempt from Jake Schoftel, but he comes up short, and Schaumburg again looking to add to their 4-0 lead. Almost lost control, but a nice kick out for 3, and Fremd calls a quick timeout. That 3 from Christian Orozco extends the Schaumburg lead to 7-0. Not the way you wanted to start if you're Fremd.
No, and second chance opportunities are going to be huge.
And Schaumburg, a team that likes to drive. Again, they have good size down low. Chris Hodges, obviously, one of the larger guys you'll see in the conference. Only a sophomore, so he's still likely got some growing to do. But they see here how hard it is to get down low on Schaumburg. But also, Schaumburg offensively is going to try to get to the hoop. And they've had good success here so far. So Fremd just got to get back into their rhythm, come out of this timeout, come over and win, not get rattled, and start chipping away at this 7-0 deficit. So they come out of the quick timeout. Bryce Hopkins to inbounds, and they'll bring it up the court.
Be interesting to see what they came up with in the huddle there.
So they'll move it around. Fremd having a great season so far already with 12 wins on the year, only 3 losses. Had a real nice showing in the holiday tournament, only losing by a few points to Geneva in the championship game, although nobody's been able to handle Geneva thus far. Foul on Schaumburg, that'll be the first of the night for them. So they'll set back up with 5:29 remaining. As we mentioned earlier in that tournament, Coach Widlowski was able to get his 300th win for Fremd. Great accomplishment for them. Shows some of the longevity and success that they've been able to have here, established as really the premier team in the conference over the last few seasons especially. So a quick 2 from Hopkins coming out of the timeout, and that's what you wanted to see if you're a Fremd fan tonight. As Schaumburg looks to set back up and find the answer.
And Schaumburg's lone conference loss was on a last-second shot by Barrington.
Yeah, it's tough. This could have been a 4-0. Nonetheless, if they get the win tonight, they will have that head-to-head tie, which will push them ahead of Fremd. They should meet again, so that'll they'll have a chance to rectify, but it'll put Schaumburg in a nice position here 5 games into the conference season after tonight. Chris Hodges with a nice move down low and gets his 3rd and 4th points of the night. So Schaumburg now retains that lead back to 9-2. 4:29 remaining. Fremd sets back up. Haven't been able to get down low just yet. They don't need it if you can hit that. Nice rebound. Real nice rebound and putback from Bryce Hopkins, who get his 4th points of the night. Hopkins has his younger brother on the team this year as well. It's Cayman Hopkins, number 33. You'll see him down low. He's got the inevitable task of trying to guard Chris Hodges down low. You might need to put multiple people on Chris tonight. He's a big guy and he's really tough to handle.
He is, and he can dominate that paint.
And Trotter, one of the stars from last year's team, who's back, shot off the mark. And Fremd will go the other way, 9-4. Schaumburg still holds the lead. So we'll move the ball around, and you'll see what they're trying to do. I think is trying to draw the Schaumburg defenders out of the paint and try to isolate for a quick drive down to the hoop. Hopkins will try again, although too much effort there, as a charge goes the other way against Bryce Hopkins, and Schaumburg will bring it back. So number 42, Karnick, is able to check in here for Schaumburg. That'll give Orozco a quick breather. 3:21 remaining here in the first. Mike Hodges brings it up. Karnick showing some of the speed along the perimeter, though they were able to get it. Nice mismatch down low. Hodges shot off the mark, and Fremd comes down with the rebound, trailing 9-4.
Chance to bring it closer here.
Good ball movement, very disciplined Fremd team. It's a trademark of their team. You'll see that every year. Very disciplined, good ball movement. They don't settle for bad shots. Usually a pretty good shooting team, although they've had some challenges finding good shots here against the Schaumburg defense tonight. Off the mark there. They find Chris down low again. Quick foul against Fremd. Schaumburg will take it out underneath the hoop with 2:33 remaining.
So that will even the team fouls at 1 apiece.
Quick substitution for Fremd. Tim Carlisle comes in, giving Dean Ganis a quick breather here. Gets it down low. That's what they've been trying to do. They're trying to get Hodges down low. Generally has had some mismatches. Picks up another foul down low. So Chris Hodges has been able to draw a few fouls down low so far. This time they're going to call it shooting foul, and it'll bring Chris Hodges to the line to try to get his 5th and 6th points of the night.
We'll see how he does on free throws.
First 2, touches all aspects of the rim and bounces in.
Hey, you've got the whole rim, you might as well use it.
Wish the Bears got those bounces last Sunday.
Oh, no kidding.
2nd and 2.
11-4.
11-4 Schaumburg. Fremd brings it back up. Shaw still two-sport star, great soccer player. Gets a nice drive, but denied down low by Chris Hodges. There's definitely a height mismatch down low, so it's going to be challenging with Chris lurking down low. They're going to try to have to draw him out to get some good penetration to the rim.
And it's tough to beat height.
Tough to beat height, especially, yeah. And when they haven't been able to get really clean looks from 3, they're making Schaumburg's been able to challenge everything. So quick foul on Schaumburg. That won't be a shooting foul, but it'll be the 2nd of the night on the Saxons. So just under 2 minutes remaining here. Schaumburg still holding Fremd to just 4 points, keeping an 11-4 lead. Nice drive by Fremd. Good take, brings it down low, good challenge, but puts it in. 2 quick points there from John Smiros.
Schaumburg still with a comfortable 5-point lead and the ball.
Yeah, and Schaumburg's had a couple games where they started out really hot, got nice leads, and then challenges to keep that momentum up for the rest of the game and can hold those leads. We'll see what happens here tonight. I mean, Fremd's not going to ever go away, so Schaumburg's going to have to learn to kind of keep this momentum on throughout the whole game.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep the foot on the gas for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Nice pick and roll there. Could go either way. They do call a charge on Hodges. So that's the first foul for Hodges on the night. A little out of control there. It was a nice idea, but wasn't able to bring it down. And now Fremd going the other way, looking to chip into this 11-6 deficit with just over 1:10 remaining here in the first. So good movement, nice take, good look, right idea. Stayed in bounds. Oh, but poked away from Trotter, who's got company. Nice fake, puts it up. Quick two for Trotter to extend this lead 13-6. Yeah, he had a nice steal there. I thought the Fremd defenders coming back to challenge would cause some issues, but it was a good hesitation to get them off the mark and was able to put it in. Nice play there from Trotter.
A good hesitation.
Great head. So now Chris Hodges out where Fremd wants him, away from the basket. Now looking for an isolation. He's going to meet company, but he drives right to the lane, cuts through all of them. That's the 4th point for Smiros here in the second, or in the first. Chris Hodges getting triple team down low. Good defense from Fremd. 2 seconds remaining, shot goes up, off the mark. So a wild finish there to the first quarter. Schaumburg comes out to a hot start. Leads after 13-8. On Fremd's side of the ball, 4 points from Bryce Hopkins, 4 points from John Smiros. Schaumburg's been led by Chris Hodges, who has 6 of the 13 points. And Christian Orozco, 3, is the other leading scorer from here from Schaumburg, who found a little time on the bench and was probably ready to get back into this game.
So Schaumburg out to the quick 7-point lead and has been able to maintain it at 5 throughout most of the rest of the game. In the first quarter, anyway.
This game has the feel of whoever is going to have more success down low is really going to be able to come away with this. You can see Schaumburg's almost over-committing to trying to get it down low with Chris Hodges. As Fremd's able to identify and get sometimes 3, almost feels like 4 guys on him. He has height in this match, but it's tough playing against 3 or 4 guys. So a lot of good scores on Schaumburg. We'll see if Chris can kick those out and find some options, or maybe he'll be able to do it himself. Who knows?
Yeah, when he's triple teamed like that, he's got to be able to kick it out. There's got to be somebody open.
Often there is. We'll see what Fremd looks for coming out of this timeout. So Bryce Hopkins will take a break to start for Fremd. His brother's on the court. It's going to be with Max Wexley's checked in here. We have Smiros back on the court. Ganis will take the ball. Gets a little bit of opening and takes the shot. Good look from Dean Ganis. Puts in his first basket of the night. It's now 13-10 Schaumburg.
A little bit of the hokey pokey there as he turns himself about 360 and gets off the nice jumper.
That was a good look from Mike Hodges. It looks like he stepped out of bounds with the ball, and that'll go the other way. So it was a nice drive, good move, but he wasn't able to get out of his own way, and that'll go the other way. So now Fremd with the ball, looking to cut into this lead, maybe even tie up the ball game here early in the second.
Only a 3-point lead for Schaumburg now.
For 3, off the mark, gets a rebound, finds down low, unable to convert. So it's a really nice look from Cayman Hopkins. We weren't able to convert down low. Schaumburg gets the rebound, comes the other way, now looking to extend their 3-point lead. So it's both teams looking really active tonight. They understand the importance of this game. Good take from Trotter. Good hesitation. Up and good. It's Now Trotter starting to come alive with his third and fourth points of the night. Fremd going the other way.
Schaumburg gets the lead back up to 5.
Long three off the mark from Ganis, and will go the other way. Good rebound from Schaumburg. Looking to drive. That'll be going against Schaumburg as well. So second time with a recent charge against the Saxons. Now go the other way. Right idea, just didn't have the right positioning, and now Fremd will take the ball down 5. Couple of substitutions here for Schaumburg. Chris Hodges is able to check in after the quick breather. Fremd has 4, maybe even 5 guys that can hit the 3 out there right now, so we'll see what they look for. They understand they got a deficit, but so far most of their scoring has been unable to getting to the hoop. Quick drives, and defense just not able to react in time. So there's a 3 from Cayman Hopkins, up and good. Fremd needed that. Hopkins, if he can get hot, is a huge scorer. And here comes the full court press. Schaumburg not ready for it, and they'll call timeout.
So Fremd pulling to within 2 points, 15-13.
Smart move there, sensing some momentum from Fremd. Pulls the full court press. I don't know if that was planned or if Jake Schofstel just decided to make it interesting down there, but either way, Schaumburg wasn't ready for it and had to take the timeout.
And Fremd starting to turn the screws on defense.
Defense, I mean, it's a team that's fueled by defense, and they don't want to make anything easy for these guys. So now Schaumburg in a position where they have to regroup a little bit. We'll see if Fremd comes out and still looking to press. Typically something you may not see until later on in the game, but here applying some pressure, maybe sensing a momentum change and trying to seize that for as much as they can get out of it here. It's a game of runs, and right now Fremd's making a pretty good run here. So now Chris Hodges will inbounds. Looks like the press more or less will be called off, but
this is an important possession for Schaumburg, trying to maintain their lead.
Very important. Fremd's not giving them anything, really sticking to him on defense here. So here comes Chris Hodges right where Fremd wants him, out about 20 feet away from the hoop. Schaumburg with good movement. If Hodges tries to drive, there's going to be 3 guys that trap on him. You can already see the help defense there. Does kick it out. Orozco, second 3 attempt, rattles out. Fremd now looking to move the ball. Take it. There's an ambitious pass, captured, scramble, shot still up, off the mark. And Schaumburg able to gather that ball. So looking to press to Chris Hodges. Double down low, triple, quadruple down low. Foul called on Fremd. Schaumburg will retain the ball up 2. So he was being harassed right when he got the ball. And Fremd saw it coming. Schaumburg, he didn't really have many guys back, so there was really nobody else to defend down low. So they just all decided to collide on Chris there.
Both teams with 4 team fouls.
So Chuda inbound the ball. Hodges at the top of the key. Over to Mike. So not really giving him much of anything. Schaumburg not pressing too hard. Getting some good ball movement here though. Not rushing. Tough defense from here. Good help D. Battles against it. Gets his 8th points of the game here for Chris Hodges.
A little bit of the sky hook there.
Nice move. Schofstel for 3. Off the mark. Schaumburg comes down with it. Thought about pressing it down low, decided to pull up there. Gets it down low. Wide open, almost too open. Off the mark, and Fremd will go the other way, down 4 with 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter.
Yeah, wide open at the top of the key and just not able to do anything.
Yeah, at that point, you kind of have to take the shot. May not want to, but if you're that open, you might as well give it a hurl. Nice shot there from Smyros to get his 6 points of the night. He leads now for Schaumburg, or for Fremd in scoring.
Schaumburg lead down to 2.
And this is probably what we expected here, a little bit more of a back and forth than the big lead that Schaumburg had earlier on. So again, outman down low. Good look from Chris Hodges, off the mark though. And now Fremd looking to push. Schaufel, he might have ambitions of going all the way, passes it out. And they'll set back up. Maybe not. He'll kick it out, moving the ball around here. So there it is, there's that drive again. That time, too ambitious, and Fremd picks up a charge, going the other way. So now Bryce Hopkins will check back in for Fremd after a pretty long break. Both Hopkins brothers on the court right now. Trailing by 2 to Schaumburg, who's got the ball with under 3 minutes left here in the half. Couple of substitutions here for Schaumburg. Out checks Brown. Looks like Mike Hodges will bring it up. So they still want to try to find Chris Hodges down low. Oh, that's a good look. And they'll set back up. Well defended. You can see LeBou just moving, great movement here for Schaumburg. Quick player, checked in here. Chris Hodges gets a one-on-one down low. Unable to hit the mark. Fremd goes the other way.
Flat shot, no arc, never cleared the rim.
Yeah. So Schaufel will set back up. He wants to drive, going through 2 defenders, but he traveled along the way, and it'll go the other way. So there's been quite a few turnovers on both teams, mostly due to charges of the sort, but they'll settle in here in the second half, I have to assume. Kick it out, want to think about it for 3, not there. Mike Hodges sets up, well defended by Schaufel. Great defender here for the Fremd Vikings. Mike Hodges looks for 3, that's off the mark. Nice box out by Ganis, who will take the ball. He's got a pretty good lane to look at there. But now the Hopkins brothers will pass it around and set back up. Bryce Hopkins back for 3, off the mark. Schaumburg looking to press. Pushing, driving, to the lane, off the mark. But right to Chris Hodges, who puts it back for his 10th point of the half. That was almost too easy for Chris.
So 19-15.
19-15 with a minute 12 remaining. Fremd looking to chip into this deficit that they have. Nice look to the corner for 3. Shot still off the mark. Going the other way.
Under a minute here in the first half.
So they'll set back up. Patterson here moving the ball around. Chris Hodges coming out. Well defended there from Hopkins. Now Mike Hodges with the ball. We're at 40 seconds remaining in the half. He'll move it around a bit. No rush for Schaumburg. Probably too long to run the play till the end of the half, but I've seen crazier things. So now 22 seconds remaining. Off the Schaumburg leg. Another offensive turnover here from the Saxons. Now it'll go the other way.
So often, if you try to milk it for the last shot, you wind up losing.
Always, always. So now Fremd here seemingly will hold for the last shot. 20 seconds remaining here in the half. Only trailing by 4, so it'll be a manageable deficit going into the half. Much better than when they were trailing by 7 early on.
Chance to cut it to 2 or even 1.
5 seconds. Now time running out. Weren't prepared for it. Off the mark. Stepped out of bounds, and that'll be the half. So after one half here at Fremd High School, Schaumburg leads Fremd 19-15. Schaumburg came out with a really hot start, nice 7-point lead, was able to kind of manage things, went back and forth both ways. Both teams have been having a few issues with offensive turnovers, but as you go into the second half, this is all you could ask for, a close game from the top two teams in the MSL West, and it should be an exciting finish to this game.
Yes, very competitive game, and we're looking forward to the second half. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, ready to start the second half. Score Schaumburg 19, Fremd 15.
Yeah, we had a good back and forth there to close out the first half. I'm probably expecting a lot of the same. Probably won't see a big run from either team here to start. Both are still kind of feeling each other out a little bit here. Low scoring first half, only 15 points for Fremd, 19 for Schaumburg. Something to be said about both teams' defenses though as well. Nothing's come easy for either team.
No, they're both playing tough D.
So now Schaumburg moving to half the court. Moving the ball around, still trying to find guys down low. Both teams, that's kind of been the recipe. They want to get to the hoop. Almost had an opportunity there. From defender fell down, but Schaumburg will start back up here. Not rushing anything. Good movement. Trotter, nice hesitation, takes it to the rack, gets his own rebound. Second attempt, up and good. Two more for Heza Trotter to 6 points on the night.
I think Schaumburg's leading in second opportunity points here tonight. Oh, and a
Stole
steal.
it. Mike Hodges, steal, takes it to the hoop. Unable to convert, but will get 2 shots at the line. So good start here for the Saxons. Looking to convert on a 6-point lead, extended out to 8 early on.
21-15.
It's been a fairly quiet first half for Mike Hodges here. He's one of the better scorers on the Schaumburg team. First is up and good. Into the game for Fremd is Wexley, giving Bryce Hopkins a quick breather. Second and 2 up. And rattles in, good for Mike Hodges. So Fremd now with a quick 8-point deficit, not the way they wanted to start. as they'll get things settled back again. Quick hand check there from, oh, it's an offensive foul on Fremd, so going the other way.
Definitely not the way they wanted to start.
No. So both times coming out of the locker room with some rust here for the Vikings. And Schaumburg coming out like a bullet here, looking to extend their lead to double digits here with 6:46 remaining here in the third. Good movement, Trotter with a fake. Finds Chris Hodges down low. Must have been a push-off on Schaumburg and another offensive foul. This game has had its share of offensive fouls for both teams. Another right there, following up on the Fremd offensive foul, the possession before. So now Fremd brings it up, looking to get out of this offensive rut they're in. Schaumburg not making it easy. A nice matchup down low. Gets a good look, and there's two for Gaddis.
Nice roll.
Nice roll, good take. Got the matchup they wanted. Schaumburg for three. Saw a big three in the corner from Karnick. His first points of the night, so a big answer there from the Saxons.
Over and back.
And now and then a quick carry from Fremd, and that'll go the other way. So another turnover from Fremd. And they want to talk it over. So just under 2 minutes into the third quarter, Schaumburg's been able to come out, extend the lead to 26-17 now with the ball. 6:07 remaining here. Only 2 points scored from Fremd, not the way they wanted to start, so they got to settle back into this game. Slow it down.
Schaumburg just giving them fits so far here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not able to do anything offensively.
Yeah. It might be some rust. They did have a nice tune-up this week coming into this game, so not too much of a holiday hangover for either team. But it's been a slow start, especially for Fremd to get the offense going here. Got to find their rhythm, got to get better looks. It's been a challenge to get down low, which I know they want to do, but with a presence like Chris Hodges down low, it's really tough to take it yourself. So they're going to have to try to find ways to get him out from under the hoop, make life a little bit easier to take the ball to the basket. Strong defense showing from Gaddis. So they came out, you could see the energy from Fremd. You can see it in the defense. They're not giving them an ounce of space here. Trotter looking to drive. Chris Hodges brings it out. Over to Reich. Good look. That'll be another offensive foul on Chris Hodges. Seems the only fouls he's gotten have been offensive tonight. That his second. So yeah, another offensive foul from Schaumburg. There's been plenty of more offensive fouls than there have been for defensive fouls. Just shows both teams a little out of control. Thought he had a good positioning, but called early there. So nice look from Bryce Hopkins, up off the mark, but a good rebound there from Fremd. Swatted away from Chris Hodges, and now Schaumburg looking to move. Up to Trotter, off the fingertips, and that should be going the other way, and it does. So some good action there on both ends of the court. Chris Hodges with the big swat down low, looking to press, but just wasn't able to convert on the other end. Now Fremd brings it back up.
And they're chasing 9 here.
Yeah, they're chasing 9 is not a team that's really designed to play from behind, or obviously prefers to play from behind, but there, a nice basket from Hopkins. His 6th of the night. He'll find Hodges down low. Nice kick out for 3 again. Off the mark. So Karnick was going for his second 3 of the quarter. They'll kick it out for 3. Off the mark again. Gets his own rebound. Oh, right idea, just wasn't on the mark with the rebound and the pass. Fremd crowd likes the energy though. So we're starting to see the pace pick up here a little bit in the third quarter. Both teams get a few more openings, just unable to convert on their shots.
Good hustle by both teams. Aggressive on the offense.
Trotter had a second where he was thinking for the shot. Chris Hodges tripled. Nice ball movement from Schaumburg in the corner, off the mark. Has the Trotter, big play to save the ball to Chris Hodges, and they'll set back up. Great effort there from Trotter to keep that ball alive for Schaumburg, and now they'll get another shot at the ball. So those plays can make a big difference in who's going to win and who's going to lose. Trotter here looking to take it himself. Could have been called for a charge, doesn't. Instead loses the ball, it'll stay with Schaumburg. I'm surprised that didn't get called, especially with the pace that they've been calling offensive fouls tonight. Maybe the official was out of position, but either way, no call either way. Trotter gets the nice inbounds and puts it in for two.
He was bouncing around like a pinball between those Fremd defenders.
Yeah, now Trotter with 8 tonight. And Fremd's got to find the rhythm now with a 9-point deficit. 3:35 remaining here in the third. So Bryce Hopkins again, swatted away. Was looking for Shostall in the corner. Well defended by Schaumburg, but the Fremd will keep the ball. So Bryce Hopkins to inbounds. So Bryce Hopkins starting to feel time slip away here. He's starting to try to take things in his own hands. You can see he's being a little more aggressive with the ball. There with the drive, gets it knocked away again, but you sense the urgency from both teams at this point.
Before too long, the clock is going to be a real factor.
Giannis to inbound. Slotted away down low. So a lot of balls being deflected here from Schaumburg, well defended. Really still holding them to 19 points halfway through the third quarter here. Mark of good defense here in the MSL.
Fremd used to imposing this kind of defense, not being on the receiving end of
No,
it.
not at all. Not at all. And they like playing ahead. They like playing with clock, being disciplined, playing at their own pace. There, a foul called on Schaumburg, and Bryce Hopkins will go to the line for two. Well, if you can't get it on the ground, you get the points at the line. It's going to be a lot easier here for Fremd. First and 2 up and good. So that's I believe the 8th point there for Bryce Hopkins on the night.
So Fremd at 20 now. 21-28.
21-28. 7-point deficit for the Vikings.
Schaumburg seeing if they can get it to 30.
Good ball movement. Still playing with a lot of energy. You haven't seen Schaumburg slow down yet tonight. They've shown good discipline with the ball. They haven't been too sloppy aside from a couple turnovers due to offensive fouls, but they've been good with the ball. Trotter up. Oh, how did that not drop? Rattled out. And yet another offensive foul, it seems, called on Schaumburg. So it'll go the other way.
.232 left. Schaumburg with a 7-point lead. 28-21.
From the inbounds now here down 7. They could really use a basket. They want to make this manageable going into the fourth. Another defensive foul here on Schaumburg. So that's a 4th team foul here for Schaumburg. Something to keep an eye on here. That's a 3rd foul for Trotter as well. So both Trotter and the team starting to get in a little bit of foul trouble as they enter the 4th quarter. Oh, nice fake out from Guy.
Oh, he can't get it to drop.
It was too good to be true. It was a really nice fake out down low. Had it wide open for basically the first time of the night and just wasn't able to convert. Gets it back to Bryce Hopkins with a nice easy lay-in. So he gets it back on defense, gets the layup, and cuts the lead to 5 here with 1:57 remaining here in the third. Nice play there from Giannis. A couple of really nice plays. And now Fremd sensing an energy swing here. Gonna get right on him for D. The call's a travel.
Yep.
Partially due to that well defended play. Traveling, it looks like Schaumburg's going to want to talk it over. So Fremd able to battle back here. Minute 42 remaining here in the third. Trailing now only by 5. And a little bit of momentum on their side.
Schaumburg with 4 team fouls. Fremd with 2.
Yeah, Schaumburg really hasn't been able to put this thing away. They haven't gotten into a double-digit lead all night, as you likely wouldn't have expected. But Fremd not going away, keeps playing strong here. They'll go into this timeout, look at it, see if they can chip into this deficit a little bit more, make it a manageable fourth quarter. Sets up really nicely for a good finish here today.
And we've seen earlier that Schaumburg can be a little bit susceptible in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. The last time we saw Schaumburg, when I was at the game, they were playing Conant, had a nice big lead, but saw it slip away and got real interesting at the end. So holding leads has been something from time to time. It's been a challenge for this younger Saxon team. There's some good veteran presence on the team, but it's not something they're immune to. Something they're going to have to be conscious of here as Fremd brings the ball up, looking to see if they can score and get this down to a one-possession game. Oh, good drive. Good opportunity. Wasn't able to convert, but the right idea there from Smyros. In the corner for 3. Up and good. That is a huge basket from Morosco. His second 3 of the night.
31-23.
Fremd's going to need to answer now with 1:15 remaining. Smyros trying to drive again. This time fouled along the way by Karnick. Be on the ground. It'll be the 15th foul against Schaumburg. So soon Fremd's going to be shooting free throws. Something to keep an eye on here. So Jake Schofstall checks in. Down 8 with 1:13 remaining. Thought he had him in the corner. Schofstall with the ball here. Cayman Hopkins with the ball over to his brother Bryce. Fakes, looking to drive, kicks it out. And they'll have to set back up. So good looking defense here from Schaumburg. Cayman Hopkins with a really nice drive all the way for 2. His 5th point of the night.
And a good place for it.
And now Mike Hodges looking to drive, sees an opportunity off the mark. Let's see if Fremd tries to push. Numbers aren't there. But alas, a 6-point deficit here for Fremd. He drives again. Right idea, wrong execution. Well defended there from Schaumburg now with 30 seconds remaining in the third.
Too far underneath, not able to get out from under the basket.
So some good energy there on both ends of the court from both teams. 18 seconds here remaining in the third. They'll slow it down. Foul called on Fremd. So they'll set back up with just under 12 seconds remaining here in the third. 6-point lead for Schaumburg, looking to extend that lead going into the fourth quarter. Bryce Hopkins going to take a seat, get a quick rest. Karnick there, thought he was going to try for another 3. 8 seconds remaining, clock ticking. Mike Hodges with a good drive against traffic, off the mark, and gets a quick foul. That's tough beat. Under 2 seconds remaining, he picks up another foul. Schaumburg now with 6 fouls, so the rest of the way, Fremd's going to be shooting on any fouls from the Saxons, which is going to really help them dig into this deficit they have.
You gotta hope they've been practicing their free throws.
Yeah, and it was really unnecessary. I mean, the chances of Fremd being able to take it up the court and score there. Here with a home run pass, quick release. Did he get it?
Nope.
Off the mark. Off the mark, almost got elbowed on the way down. Thought they may have called something really quick to get him to the line. But they didn't, and Schaumburg holds a 31-25 lead over Fremd Vikings going into the fourth quarter here. Top 2 teams in the conference, still a close game. And now every foul going into this fourth quarter will be putting Fremd at the line, so you can expect this thing to come right down to the wire here. Fremd always a good free throw shooting team. Not a place that Schaumburg wanted to be in, picking up their 6th foul there late in the 3rd.
And great defense on both sides.
Yeah, and I really get the feel that the team that's going to pull away here is the one that's able to bring the most energy in the 4th quarter. You can see from time to time both teams starting to play really aggressive on defense, and it's causing some turnovers, it's causing some confusion, and then offensively they're able to convert that into some points. But for the most part, it's been kind of a shaky offensive game from both teams. So we'll see what happens coming out of the quick break. But 8 minutes remaining here. Winner walks away with a really nice advantage here in the MSL. If Fremd were to pull this out and come from behind here down 6, they would have a 2-game lead on all other teams in the MSL West, making it really tough to come back against. Schaumburg would then have to have a 3-game advantage over them, including a head-to-head victory to get consideration in. But they have the lead, not something they need to worry about now. And you can see Schaumburg coming out with nice energy on defense.
Schaumburg would love to steal one here on Fremd's home court.
Bryce Hopkins with a nice drive up for 2. Cuts the lead to 4 now. We don't see the press just yet, but it'll come. Finds hard. Mike tries to find Chris Hodges down low. Gets swatted away. That'll stay with Schaumburg. So Bryce Hopkins able to pick up his 9th point there. Moving it over to Trotter. Chris Hodges has Cayman Hopkins out deep. Good rotation for Schaumburg. Oh, just a breakdown of the defense. It's a nice play there. Chris Hodges able to get his 12th point of the night.
And you haven't seen him alone in the paint very often.
Here's Bryce Hopkins again. Ooh, swat away. I believe jump ball was called. And that will go the other way. So jump ball called. Could have been a steal. They called it a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Schaumburg, and they'll take it out down 6. So real nice defended play there from, looks like, I believe it was Trotter that was able to get that steal.
Yeah, real nice reach in, able to tie up the ball.
And you can see offensively for Fremd, Hopkins wants to kind of take over. You know, he senses they're down. He's their big star. He's been there before. Knows when it's his time to take over. But you know, they're well defended from Trotter. Those two have been squaring off for years. Chris Hodges, nice take, rattles out. And now Bryce Hopkins moving it back. Good rotation here from Fremd. Schaumburg has their defense set. Nice drive, up, off the mark. Was a little wild going up, but the right idea there from Fremd. So now under 6 minutes remaining, Schaumburg still holding a 6-point lead.
Very nice drive, but just not able to get it to drop.
Mike Hodges here, well defended out on the perimeter. Gets it down low, but a reach-in foul called on Cayman Hopkins. So that now the 4th team foul against Fremd. 2nd on Hopkins. Smiros will check back in here for Fremd. Nice job there from Carlisle, giving him a rest. Chris Hodges gets it one-on-one. Drives, again not able to fall, but a really nice rebound and foul. Good hustle play there from Shu. And he earns himself a trip to the line. That now 5 fouls on Fremd. So both teams are getting close to shooting, regardless if it's a shooting foul. As Fremd has 5 team fouls and 6 against Schaumburg. And now timeout taken here with 5:39 remaining. Schaumburg still holding a 6-point lead and now coming to the line to try to extend it here.
And that Schaumburg player came out of nowhere.
I didn't see him at all, yeah. I don't know where he came from, but big hustle play, nice rebound, good putback. Wasn't able to convert, but does get the trip, just as good. as the Fremd band strikes up a tune.
.539 left with a 5-point lead for Schaumburg. The fouls almost even, 5 for Fremd, 6 for Schaumburg.
Yeah, and I think for Fremd, I think it's a really good three-point shooting team. You want to see them try to find some opportunities there. No quicker way of cutting into the lead than a quick couple of quick three-pointers. Again, though, any foul that they can draw will get them to the line, and that's the best friend of someone who's looking to keep the clock at bay.
But the three-pointer, not a real high percentage shot.
Not a really high percentage shot. It looks like Chris Hodges will stay on the bench to start here, coming out of the timeout. So for Schaumburg on the floor, you have Brown, you have Trotter, shooting, you have Mike Hodges, and then you also have Karnick, who's had a nice three in the corner, a couple of good looks for him. First shot up, off the mark. For Fremd on the floor, you have Bryce Hopkins, his brother Cayman Hopkins, Dean Gannis, Shostel, and then, of course, Smyro. So the starters all out there for Fremd. So nice rebound there from Shostel. Fremd will go the other way, down 6. 5:33 remaining here in the game.
And that'll help Fremd.
There's the three, just off the mark. See what the call is here. So a foul on Schaumburg. I'm sorry, a foul on
Fremd.
Fremd, yeah, going the other way. Okay. Looks like it might have been an over the back there. So now here comes the press again. Schaumburg better get some guys out there. They're not gonna be ready for it.
They got it in without too much problem.
Breaks the press, brings it up. So we'll probably see that pressure the rest of the way from Fremd here, down with 5 minutes remaining. That, no call. He'll kick it out. Trotter for three. Way off the
Air
mark.
ball.
Fremd looking to press. Gets to the rack. Kicks it for three. Off the mark. The balls just aren't dropping here tonight. The rims have been tight. For both teams, there's been some nice looks. That one of them just not able to drop.
Both teams seemingly pressing here toward the end.
Yeah, as you can imagine, this is important. It's still a close game. You don't want to give your hand too much. So now Schaumburg slows things down on offense. Continuing to move things around. Trotter, sure-handed ball carrier. Over to Mike Hodges, looking to drive. What's the call? Be a blocking foul on Fremd. Another call could have gone either way there. Blocking foul on Fremd. 6-team foul, so both teams will be in the bonus here moving forward.
And Conant milking the clock. Schaumburg milking the clock. Clock is their friend now.
So now Chris Hodges to the line. The 7th team foul on Fremd. So he will shoot. First to two, off the mark. So Fremd going in the other way. Now 4:09 remaining, almost halfway through the fourth quarter. Still trailing by 6.
That's 3 straight free throws that Schaumburg's missed.
Yeah, Fremd needs to score, but then they also need stops. Let's see. They're giving them the three. There's space for threes. They still want to drive though. Here, swatted away. It's just been challenging to drive on Schaumburg. And now going the other way, head to Trotter to Chris Hodges. Challenged on the way up, but he'll shoot 2. That time a shooting foul. So Chris Hodges to the line here for 2. Hodges with 12 points on the night, looking to extend the lead here for Schaumburg, down up 6. There's his 13th point of the night.
And that breaks the streak from the free throw line.
Yeah, this thing could very well come down to free throws with 3:38 remaining. So now up 7. Second of 2 rattles out, but big rebound. Swatted away from Fremd, but they'll maintain the ball. That's a huge rebound from Schaumburg.
That is. That'll let Schaumburg eat more clock.
That's the second time. That's the second time that Jared Shue got in for nice putback rebounds. Just help keep these possessions alive. So now the clock's a major factor for Fremd. They're down 7. They don't have the ball. They're going to need to start applying some pressure here. Make something happen. Shue happy to run clock at this point. No need to rush if you're Schaumburg. They can take 30 seconds, maybe draw a foul. Timeout by Schaumburg there. So now down to 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Schaumburg holding a 7-point lead, close to their largest lead of the game. Both teams will be shooting on any foul moving forward. But Schaumburg with the ball and the clock going in their favor.
Fremd just not a lot of luck. They've had some good looks, but haven't been able to get the ball to drop.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get the ball to drop. They've been wanting to drive on Schaumburg, but it's been really difficult. And not just because of the size of Schaumburg, but they've made those passing lanes down low really challenging. They've had really good help side defense. It's just made it very difficult on Fremd to get down low. So Fremd, I mean, if they could get back, if they could find those opportunities for 3, there's going to be stuff there. But if shots aren't falling, it's just a tough formula for them right now.
Plus Hodges in the middle makes it real difficult.
Real difficult. So now Hodges two inbound. We'll see if Schaumburg tries to run clock. So they have it now with 3:08. No need to rush. We'll see if Fremd starts trying to foul and getting some, trying to get them in situations where they're missing free throws and going the other way. At some point, you got to look for some opportunity. Chris Hodges moves the ball around in the corner off the mark. So now Fremd pushes. Down 7, Schostel to the rack. Uncontested. Put back up good and a foul. Big point from Cayman Hodges now to cut the lead to 5, and will take it to the free throw line for a and 1 opportunity. Just what the doctor ordered for Fremd.
Yep, if you're Schaumburg, you can't take your foot off the gas.
Put back.
Oh, goodness. Missed
Wasn't at the rim.
almost everything.
Haven't had much opportunities. We'll have to square that up to finish out the game, though. Now press here from Fremd. You expected this. Schaumburg seems to be ready for it. And now Schaumburg with 2:35 remaining. Kick out. Now they're playing a little bit of stall ball. They've seen some good looks. They're passing on them right now. It's on Fremd, who down 5, needs to make something happen here. There's no shot clock. Either steal the ball, put them into bad situations. That time, Hedges Trotter takes it to the rack. Off the mark, but he will shoot 2. So 2:16 remaining in the game. Schaumburg looking to extend their lead for 5 points. Time running out on the Vikings from Fremd.
These important shots, 5 points, not that difficult to overcome. 7 makes it much harder.
First of 2 off the mark.
And Schaumburg just not doing a whole lot tonight from the free throw line.
Second and 2.
There he gets one,
There he
that'll
goes.
help.
So now Schaumburg with a 6-point lead. Fremd needs answers. They'll get it down to Bryce Hopkins. They saw that coming. Trotter swaps it away. He'll go to the line.
Trotter probably not appreciating the taunting while he was at the free throw line.
Nope, looking to make him pay here. On the scoreboard, Time starting to run out. Trotter with it. I think they knew it was going to try to get down to Hopkins down low. He sniffed that out and was able to get the steal and the foul against them. First to 2 up and good.
So that makes it a 7-point lead for Schaumburg with just over 2 minutes left to play.
See if they can press it to 8. This would be one of their largest leads, and it's up and good. So now Schaumburg by 8. Unless Fremd can find their shooting touch from beyond the perimeter, this is going to be really challenging. Hopkins tries to drive unsuccessfully. Second attempt goes up, fouled, and he'll go to the line. So Hopkins trying to do it all himself there. But it's tough matching free throws for free throws this late in the game. They're going to have to take some chances at 3. They need quick points.
Yeah, matching free throws isn't going to get them anywhere. They need at least a +1, and now they're at least -1.
So first, a 2 off the mark.
From trying to get to 30 here.
Second and 2. Up and good.
So 37-30, the Schaumburg lead.
So back to a 7-point game. I think if you're Fremd, you got to press all the way. Maybe even doubling the ball. It's just you need turnovers at this point. You need errors. It's the only way you're going to get back into this thing, this deficit at this time in the game. There it is. Good pressure from Fremd. All over them. Dare Schaumburg to shoot. So foul there on Fremd. That'll bring Mike Hodges to the line. Looking to extend his 7-point lead. So Mike Hodges here. 4 points on the night. Rattles in, good. Extends the lead to 8. See if they can match one of their highs on the game. So this has been an impressive showing from Schaumburg tonight. They've been able to hold off Fremd all game, haven't relinquished control of their lead all game, been able to hold this lead, only a minute 47 remaining. They look like they're in control. The tie up top of the MSL West here.
Yeah, Schaumburg came out hot and have just been able to maintain it.
Bryce Hopkins looking to drive. Shot still in the corner for 3, off the mark again. That's going to stay with Fremd. Looks like he knocked it off Schaumburg player. Good hustle play there from Ganis. And that'll stay alive for the Fremd Vikings. So Ganis to inbounds here. Minute 38 remaining. Foul. He'll go to the line. So that's one way to chip into the lead without running any clock. So Smiros to the line here for Fremd. Trailing by 9 with a minute 35 remaining. Let's see if he can make this a little bit more manageable for the Vikings. First of 2. Up and good. Second one underway. Up and good again. So brings it to 7 points. See if we get the full court press. We do. Schaumburg breaks it. And that'll send Jared Shute to the line again. That now 11 team fouls on Schaumburg. So they're shooting 2 rest of the way here. So first of 2 here for Shute. Looking to extend that lead back out. Up and good. Fremd's shown some good pressure defense here. I don't know if they necessarily have to be so quick to foul. I would just dare them to shoot and double the ball every time, but
they're not going to shoot. They're just going to move the ball.
yep. And that's the risk you take. But Schaumburg has been able to shore up some of their early free throw issues here, and they've become it's become a weapon for them now, leading by 8. See if Fremd can get them to trade 2 for 3. Brings the ball up. Time running out. Hopkins to the rack. Up and good. It's now a 7-point game here. 41-34. Schaumburg still holds the lead with 1:24 remaining. So timeout Fremd. May see a free throw competition down the line here. Schaumburg doesn't have to shoot the rest of the way. Fremd's gonna have to force and put on the line, hoping they can miss a few of these and turn the tide the other way for them.
Only works if Fremd's able to make them.
Yep, they have to make them on the other end as well. So now both teams coming up. For Schaumburg, you start coaching against the press, make sure they're ready for it. For Fremd, you got to start drawing up a few plays, got to figure out how to get some quick baskets, and hope Schaumburg misses some free throws. Well, it was just the other night in college basketball where UCLA was able to come from behind, trailing by 9 with 47 seconds remaining. They'll need a similar miracle here today at Fremd.
Yes, they will. And with the defense we've seen here so far, it doesn't seem likely.
No. It's been tough. So now Schaumburg to inbounds. Gets the ball in. Triple teamed. Just got to be careful with the no foul. You can cause them into some panic. You'll get turnovers, you'll get quick points. So that was a good situation there for Fremd to get a turnover, but he got a hand involved and called for the foul. So now Karnick to the line, shooting 2. Minute 23 remaining, so not much clock went off there. First and 2, up and good. So now Hopkins checks back in for Fremd. 8-point lead for the Saxons. Second and 2 off the mark. So now an 8-point lead for Schaumburg. Shostel brings it up, looking to press. Gets help defense. Up, off the mark. Hopkins with a nice putback. It's now a 6-point game with 1:12 remaining. Good press defense from Fremd. They get it. See if they call a timeout. Schaumburg calls a timeout. Worrying about that defense. Did get it in, but so now the lead's only 6 for Schaumburg. Fremd knows how to finish games. They're not an easy out here.
Nope, 1:05 left to go.
So 1:05 remaining. Time on the Saxon side. The girls' game will tip off right after this, but we still have a lot of game to play here, especially if Schaumburg starts missing some free throws, which to their credit hasn't been many.
No, they've picked up the free throws here in the second half. We will be back here next week seeing these same Vikings hosting Barrington.
That'll be a great game. Couple of conference rivals there. Last year when those two teams squared up, I believe Hopkins was injured. So they'll be playing with a full deck today, next week. So now Fremd back to the full court press. See if they can make him sweat. Doubled again down low. Mike Hodges breaks the press. Finds has a Trotter for the quick lay-in and easy points. Couple substitutions here for Fremd. Now the lead extended back to 8. So it was good. It was good defense to start there from Fremd. However, Mike Hodges was able to break it bringing it up for the quick two, an extension of the lead. So now Schaumburg leads by 8 with 55 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the problem with the press defense, once it's broken, you're vulnerable.
It's very broken at that point. Yeah, it was an easy lay-in for Schaumburg there. So Fremd to give this another go here. If they don't score, there might be a point where they call off the dogs, but
And Schaumburg being very smart, taking the 2 instead of trying to milk the clock. "55 seconds.
5 seconds remaining here. Fremd to inbounds. They're going to need a score. So Hopkins to inbounds. They're going to have to move fast. Tries to drive. That's a charge. This is tough. There's really nothing there. There's 2 or 3 guys defending. Charge taken, and Schaumburg going the other way with the ball. 8-point lead, 49.6 seconds remaining. Couple substitutions here for Fremd. Press is back on, however, so we'll see if they're able to handle it once again. So Fremd makes a couple substitutions here.
Max Wexley and Tim Carlisle.
Tim Carlisle checks in. They weren't ready just yet. So we'll start it again. Schaumburg to inbound. Press on again. Breaks it. Finds Chris Hodges. Oh, nice pass down low. Up and good. Mike Hodges with the quick 2. Fremd in desperation mode at this point. Shawso with a quick drive off the mark. They haven't been dropping it now. The foul from Fremd. This one is pretty much over. Schaumburg with a 10-point lead, 31.5 seconds remaining. They'll go to the line to extend it. So a big statement win here from Schaumburg.
This is huge.
Yeah, this is big. Definitely sent a statement in the conference. A lot of games left for both teams. It's going to be a wild race, but this, if Schaumburg wanted any chance of representing the West in the championship game, they had to have this one tonight. It would have been really challenging the rest of the way. Doesn't get any easier for either of these teams. As you mentioned, Fremd, they're going to be hosting Barrington next week. Schaumburg with a rough schedule remaining, so a lot of basketball still to be played. 2nd and 2 up and good. Schaumburg extends to the largest lead of the night with 12. Shot still in the corner for 3. Off the mark again. Schaumburg looking to move. And they're going to hold up. 17 seconds remaining. Trotter with the quick 2. And now they're at 50 points on the night with a 14-point lead, the largest of the game. One last shot for Fremd, off the mark. Last second shot, off the mark again. And that'll do it here from Fremd High School. So a slow finish to the game, but Schaumburg pulls away with the largest lead of the game to finish the game, beating the Fremd Vikings 50-36 in their own home.
A very convincing win for the Saxons here to tie up the MSL West.
So both teams now at 4-1 in the MSL West as they head into the rest of the conference play. But this is a big win here for Schaumburg. Now a tie up top the MSL West. So for Bruce Anderson, that'll do it here for us here at Fremd High School. Another great game in the MSL, another great game for HETV. Once again, Schaumburg wins 50-36 over the Fremd Vikings.